Well, it is a big weekend for movie lovers. Both Wicked and Gladiator 2 hit theaters today. Some are comparing this weekend to the excitement of when Barbie and Oppenheimer first came out. Kelly is sitting down asking questions about this big release.
All right, thanks, Jack. Joining me now is Motion Pictures Facilities and Equipment Manager at Wright State, Parker Bowling. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, we have two big movies coming out this weekend. We have Wicked and Gladiator 2. We had Barbenheimer a year ago or so. Is this a trend in promotion?
Yeah, I think there's a real chance this is something that more studios will continue to do as they find that the formula works.
And did it work with Barbenheimer? A lot of people went that weekend. They wanted to see Barbie. They wanted to see Oppenheimer. Did it work that weekend? I
would say so. Barbie grossed over $1 billion and Oppenheimer won Best Picture. So to some degree, both of them were successful.
So this is being dubbed as Glicked.
Okay.
So are we likely going to see that this weekend? Are we likely going to see another successful weekend?
I think there's a real chance. I've seen a lot of good news about both of the movies.
Now, it's not that long ago, it seemed like big movies would not release on the same weekend, and it would open on separate weekends. Doesn't quite seem to be the trend now. Is it better to open the big movies together on one weekend, or should they open separate weekends?
I find it really interesting because as you look through the history of film, these all come in cycles. So in the 1950s, studios were trying to get people to go back to the theater, and they came out with 3D, widescreen, a whole lot of different formats. I see this as another iteration of that. Especially nowadays, people are competing with streaming services. So to get people to go back to a theater, you have to make it an event.
So does this also help with the COVID-19 pandemic? You know, everything shut down. A lot of people haven't gone back to the theaters. A lot of people have decided, as you said, to stream different movies. So does that kind of help with this and help theaters bounce back? Would you say that's also a strategy?
Absolutely. If you can turn it into a day trip, that's a lot of fun for a lot of people.
Now, both movies have completely different genres. Could you see two movie genres that would not work together in one weekend?
I don't know. I mean, variety is the spice of life, so I think if both movies are good, there's a real chance they could both succeed.
Do you think this will be not only a big weekend, but big throughout maybe the month of November into December? Can we expect that?
I could see that. These both feel like tentpole releases.
Is there anything coming down the pike that you could see two movies meshed into one?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure they'll come up with something.
I'm sure they will. All right, Parker Bowling, thank you so much for joining us. Motion Pictures Facilities and Equipment Manager at Wright State University. Thanks so much for being here tonight.
Thank you.